And now we will start the intro.
We begin.
Hi, my name is Nicole Nageli, and today I have Madeline Sharafian with me.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Do you want to say a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I am a director at Pixar, also a head of story there. Couple of different hats. Yeah, I live in California. I love animals. I love animation. That's me.
What more could you need?
This is it.
Awesome. Here's the icebreaker question. Tell me your favorite quote, but in your own words.
My favorite quote. Uh-oh, I don't have a favorite quote.
Or you can just make up one.
I'm trying to think if I have a favorite quote.
Or like general good life advice. Don't step on bees.
Oh, that is a good quote. Man, I don't have a good quote.
That could be your quote. There you go.
I don't have a good quote. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah.
What role has fear played in your art?
Ooh, I think fear, it plays a role in that sometimes I'm afraid to just express myself as just, me, Maddie, the like human being. So because I'm afraid maybe to tell people face to face how I'm feeling, that those feelings don't disappear. They need to go somewhere. So I think that's where I go in and I try to make a story, make a world or a character that can help me express the fears that I have. And then I show that work to somebody. And so I feel a little more protected, but I'm still trying to share what I'm afraid of. And more often than not, I find by doing that whatever I'm afraid of, other people are like, oh yeah, same. And then I'm like, why was I scared? But it does help. It's like what I'm afraid of is probably what I should be picking at or poking at and trying to figure out like about myself.
That's really interesting. So you like just turn it into something tangible like art.
Yeah.
Your work is incredible. Like even your character poses and stuff that you post are like they're so grounded and real, and it's clear that they exist in this concrete world. Something that I especially love about your work is your personal comics. They're like sort of fantasy-esque, and the ability that you have to like turn these tornadoes of emotions and narrow them down into a short story is like incredible. So I wanted to ask, what is your writing process like, and how do you narrow those emotions into your art?
Yeah, I'm so glad you asked me. I try and they take months to make actually, because it kind of starts from like a moment of like I'm feeling something really intense, and usually it's something that feels bad. And in the moment where I'm feeling bad, I try and write down the sentence of like, what am I feeling? If I'm like, somewhere in public, I put it on my phone. If I have my sketchbook, which I try to always have, I write down a sentence. And then that becomes like the core or what everything will lead to. And I try to like challenge myself of like, how quickly can I get here? And is there a character that a metaphor of what they do and what they look like and what their place in the world is that will like sort of underlie this theme? And I kind of like, it's like, I'm not very good at writing, but I kind of try to treat it like a poem, and I write out the lines and number like, okay, panel 1, it'll say this. I'm trying to find, I have like examples because it's all in here.
Awesome.
Like here's the blacksmith comic
I
that
love
I
that
did.
one.
Yeah, you kind of like, I don't know, I have to turn my self view on because I usually turn that off because I'm like shy. But like you kind of write down like what the lines are, and you put, maybe there's a thumbnail like, oh, I know I want this, I want her eye. Like you just kind of plan it out, read it through a bunch. I find like the rhythm very important, because the more rhythmic it is and the quicker you say it, I think the more impactful that line will be when you land on it.
I love that.
Yeah, they take a while though. Like
yeah, I imagine.
It takes a long time. And they're very personal, so sometimes I have to stop and start if they're like a little too close to home at the moment or something like that. Yeah.
It's really, really cool. I love that writing process. Actually, the
Yeah.
blacksmith comic that you have, I'm publishing a book right now,
Oh,
and
congrats!
it was inspired by the way that you write. Like you just narrow it down, and it was like,
Thanks. Oh my gosh, I can't
love it.
wait for your
So cool.
book.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Let's plug it on your
Yeah,
channel.
I'll plug it whenever
Yeah.
it comes out.
Great.
Bye.